In this tutorial, we'll take a look at the cutoff stop. So the part for mirroring features, these arms that extend down with the extended cylinders, adding a midplane and extruding in two directions symmetrically. We have a countersunk hole. This is another feature that we can mirror. We can mirror all three features: the arm, the lug, the hole, the cylinder hole, and the countersink all at the same time. Take note to where you see machine surface symbols. Not only the lack of hatch pattern, but the back up underneath does have machine surfaces. This auxiliary view, this distance down. When you sketch in the side view, you won't have reference to this hole necessarily. Do recall here that it is 0.56 down, then the 182 down. This does drive the position of this arm. Tangent and parallel line construction. Let's take a look at it. This part is in inches. And we'll start with a new one. We're in inches, and I'm going to start here on the right side. Up and over, down, there's this notch in the back, and this notch is critical for the alignment of that, or the placement of that cylinder on the arm. Tangent line construction, and we do need to make this one tangent and parallel. So I happen to get a parallel constraint here, if not add one, but this line is not tangent, so I will add a tangent constraint. Look at adding some dimensions. Our overall distance down is 225. From the top to this notch is 175. The notch itself is 0.3 in, 3/8 in, and 1/2 inch down. We have width at the top of 0.75. So we already got our constraints set. I guess we should put this hole in here. This hole is 0.502. The distance from the back edge is 1.75. The diameter is 1.12. Let's move this first. So I don't have the true distance down. I can add this. I can put simple mathematical equations into the spin box. So 0.56 plus 1.82 is my vertical distance down, and an outer diameter of 1.12. So I have this side profile, tangent, parallel. There's a little notch here in the back, and we will extrude this out. I have an overall width of 2.88, and I'm going to cut down in between to make the arms. By using a center rectangle, I can reference the midpoint because it is 1/2 inch in on both sides, which is an easy reference to make. And we do only want to cut the material between these two arms. I do have a cut to make here in the front because this was a solid contour. And what I do know is the distance from the top. The distance from the top down is 225. We'll cut that off. Okay. Now to add the bosses. If I create a midplane, instead of sketching and extruding in one direction, sketching and extruding, I can extrude in both directions at the same time. So I will actually be sketching on this plane 2 concentric circles. We'll set them to be concentric. I made them tangent. Let's try concentric. And set our diameters. We have a 0.502 inner and a 112 outer. Now when I go to extrude, I'm going to take this profile and I am going to extrude it symmetrically. Equal distance both sides, and it is 0.62. Automatically jump to cut. I'm going to make sure that I join these, and I'm going to save this for the other side when I mirror, and I'm going to mirror this countersunk hole all at the same time. So I will reference the top surface, the front face, reference the top line, or top edge, and that is 0.56 down. My second reference from the outer edge is 0.69, and I will set my countersink dimensions. As long as it's going all the way through, 1 inch should do it. I have a countersink diameter of 0.75 at 82 degrees and a drill diameter of 0.4. So saving this to mirror is due to the fact that I want to mirror all of this at one time instead of doing that operation twice. So now I put a plane down the middle, something that I can mirror on, and I'm going to mirror features. The hole is a feature. The extruded boss is a feature. And I'm going to mirror it to the opposing side. Why not mirror the fillets? Find that it's not real good to mirror your fillets. Sometimes it doesn't happen. I'm sure this fillet that is what, 0.38 radius. If you mirrored that one, it would work out fine. But typically running a lot of your casting fillets, it doesn't have a reference on the opposing side. So we'll set these at 0.38 and then add our casting fillets that we have quite a few of, and we seem to run into a little glitch down here at the bottom, although from the last update Fusion says they have worked on their fillets and it doesn't seem to have taken much effect. So we'll fillet what we can. Let's see how this goes here in the demo. We'll take them for right now. So these casting fillets are 0.12. Well, that happened pretty smoothly. I missed one, so we'll add this to make them symmetrical for right now, knowing the fact that we do get a couple errors here. Alright. Even better not to miss them. So typically we get a problem in here that doesn't want to run both of these at the same time. I would try one at a time, try to narrow down where the error takes place at. See, I'm getting that error that this can't be chained. So let's try a different order. Let's try creating this fillet, not that edge, this edge first, and then trying to run this one under here. It did. Have it. I hit escape instead of enter. 0.12. Yep. There's the problem. Well, we went this far. Let's try it again. Let's start fresh. Let's try another one. We'll run this edge and this edge. Try to get away from our problem area. Okay, now we'll put some more on. and I am missing the ones around the boss. I'll leave these inside ones for last in case I get that problem again. I only have to come back to this one. So they went on fine. We'll try to run this one. Yep. Error again. Well, I didn't mean to make this a filleting demonstration. Let's just work this area right here. 0.12. Fine. 0.12. Fine. 0.12. Fine. Well, let's, before we jump the gun here. Alright, we should be able to continue on. I would hope. Because if not, I'm going to run out of time. I don't know what it is. The last update, they said they worked on their fillets and it doesn't seem to be making much difference. Got it. That'll work. Material is malleable cast iron, and we'll have machine surfaces. If I can find it. Malleable cast iron, and we'll change the appearance to represent the machine surfaces. There's a bunch of them at once. Holes are always machined, and then you have machine surface symbols indicating the back. There you have it.